Today, we're joined by two voices from opposite ends of the housing conversation. We have Rob Foster, Niagara Region Councillor, representing the public sector's role in planning, policy, and infrastructure, and Chuck McShane, Executive Officer of the Niagara Home Builders Association, bringing the private sector perspective from the people actually trying to build the homes. Together, we're breaking down how we reached this affordability crisis and why housing starts for homeowners are hitting potentially 30-year lows. So, gentlemen, it's great to have you. I've been trying to put together this show for quite some time. You're busy men, but I appreciate you joining me. I want to start with this, and it's about a misunderstanding of the housing crisis. Rob, from your perspective, what do you think is the greatest misunderstanding for this housing affordability crisis that most people don't get?
Yeah, well, first off, Sam, thank you for having me. I really do appreciate it, and very happy to be here with Chuck as well. I would suggest to you that the biggest problem we have in the whole housing area, there's been an affordability crisis that has gone on for quite some time. The second part to it is housing building, and there's been a real lack of building now for some time. And so, you know, let's excuse the fact that there has been some incredibly good building going on in and across Niagara, but it has slowed down. And so interest rates are causing grief. The charges that we have as government that are going out with things, they're causing grief.
Do you think that there's something most people don't see? Chuck, I want to throw this to you. What do most people not see? What do they not understand?
I think first and foremost, the uncertainty within the industry, and what's happening within our economy as a whole.
Like, can you make money actually building homes these days?
Well, that's the big thing, and that's another thing that's always come out is, the greedy builder, the greedy developer. What a lot of people don't realize when a new subdivision is being built, that developer pays for the curbs, pays for the sidewalks, pays for the trees that the municipality wants, pays to put the pipes in the ground in that subdivision, and then turns around after still paying the development charges, which could be up to 22% of the cost of a new home. The new home purchaser has to pay for all of that.
Right. So me, as a 22-year-old first-time home buyer, is stuck with that bill, and they just pass it on. One of the things I just want to point this out is, so housing starts are down for homeowners, or housing starts in general are down for developers in the last 30 years, especially like you see Toronto, Vancouver. I saw some numbers, though, that Montreal is significantly up, but in rental construction. So it seems we're changing with what the problem has approached. What have you seen just from the builder side? I want to get Rob's perspective.
Okay, so when we look at St. Catharines, they approved 190 units in the last 3 months. Niagara Falls units went up as well, and once again, it goes to the rental units. Now, those are all high rises. Okay, those all are afforded money and waive DC charges, and the government gives them extra money to do that. But those won't come online for 3 years.
So can I ask this, Rob, from your perspective, just sitting in the region, do you guys look at rental units different than houses?
In some cases, yes. There's some differing incentives that are going on in the background with the various programs. And I think, by the way, there's another fundamental piece of this thing that we have to keep in mind. We've been pushed very strongly to be building homes right across Ontario. And I understand that. And in fact, I think it's appropriate that we have that in mind. But here in Niagara, we're expecting to have 750,000 people here by the year, what is it, Chuck, 2041, I think, or somewhere in that time frame. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And so the reality is that there's an awful lot of people coming. And so there has to be a lot of building so that we can actually put people into places.
Okay, we've got about 15 seconds here, so I'm going to wrap it up on this segment. But you brought up population, which is one of the things that I wanted to discuss that is something the federal government had been dealing with. So we'll get right back into it. Stay tuned for more as we continue to discuss the government's role in this matter and what this means for you as the home buyer. Stay tuned for more.